Well, I guess it says stream starting soon, so I guess we're gonna start. So let's get this done. Let's go. Hope everyone's doing okay. Nice Monday afternoon to everyone. I hope everyone is having a great time. I know it's the start of the week, especially with the start of the week. Working, 9 to 5. I think it's done. Honestly, the fact that with the 9 to 5 jobs are very rare. My full time job, you work what, 10 hours, 11 hours, grinding it out, and it's different times. So it's something. So let's get this done. Let's go. Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Full Throttle YouTube. We're currently here at the Full Throttle YouTube studios here in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to talk about the hunt for October. As you can see, I'm in my Dodgers apparel. Go Dodgers! I think they're in. I think they're in the playoffs though. But you know what? Hey, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this again. I think the fact that matters that the Dodgers are going to repeat again. You know what? They got a great team. They got Otani. They got Betts. They got all these amazing players. They got Dave Roberts, who's an amazing manager for the Dodgers. I think I honestly think that they're gonna compete again. So I hope and pray, and I think they're gonna go. But you know what? I like talking about baseball. You know what I'm saying? I'm a baseball fan. I love baseball. Like I said, my current team I love is the Dodgers. Always have been since I was a kid. You probably might think, well, you're an Angels fan. You should be an Angels fan if you live in Anaheim or you were in West Covina. You should be an Angels fan. But for me, I love the Dodgers. I think they have a great strategy. They have a great opportunity. Like I mentioned before, I would like to extend my deepest condolences to Erica Kirk. I actually did watch some of the Charlie Kirk memorial thing in State Farm Stadium here in Arizona. But believe you me, that 101 freeway right by the stadium was extremely packed. Like even on McDowell Avenue, like there was like a the underpass of McDowell Road. There's line to line cars, and I heard from news resources that like they had to tell people they can't go into the stadium because it was packed, even though wanted to they wanted they wanted to they had excuse they had like a what do you call it? They had like another arena which was Desert Diamond Arena, properly located. So if they make hit capacity, then next thing you know they will be they'll go over there and watch the televised from Turning Point USA. I think it was a great send off to Charlie Kirk. Um, like I said before, I'm gonna say this again. If Charlie was alive today and he would debate like in GCU or Arizona State University, I would go and debate him. And next thing you know, after that, we probably might have a beer afterwards. So um, like I said, my deepest condolences to Erica and all those people, friends, family members of Charlie Kirk. My heart and condolences goes to those people. So it's heartbreaking knowing the fact that this shooter decided to kill him, an innocent, and it's sad for a patriot who was spreading his word. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, or Independent. He rather had that peaceful debate with people, and I think it's very admirable in my opinion. So I think the fact that with Charlie, who passed on at State Farm or in the State Farm Stadium, the little revival or where whatnot, I think it was a good send off for him. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Now, over the past last week, last Monday, last Monday, he made some comments about Charlie Kirk, about how that I'm not going to express it. I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. The fallout of that was that he was apparently suspended, and I'm air quoting suspended and indefinitely. My honest opinion, and the fallout is that I've seen on the news that there's fallout, or the fallout was that people have been protesting ABC. They've been canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions to like Hulu, Disney Plus, as well as I think ESPN. It they're very very upset, and it comes down to first it comes down to freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom to say whatever you want avenue. And yet this SEC chairman known as Brendan Carr did he basically just said we're going to take you off the air. I don't think it's Brendan Carr's fault. I think it's mostly Trump. And the reason why I say that is because Trump has been tweeting, he's been Truth Social about how first it was Stephen Colbert, how it was glad to have CBS take the Late Show off the air. Then next thing you know, he's commending ABC for taking off Jimmy Kimmel Live. He's they're threatening to take out Jimmy Fallon and Steph Myers, as well as maybe The View. And I get the fact, man, and I've seen this. I've seen these press releases about like how or his comments about how 94% is against Trump, which is true. But you have to understand, you're the president of the United States. You're the leader of the free world. You're going to get mocked. You're going to get ridiculed, and it just needs to stop. All this hate needs to stop. That's why from now on, ever since Charlie Kirk has passed away, every single tweet, every single message, every single Instagram, every single True Social post will say, "Rise above hate," because that's who we are right now. And it starts with the president. If the president would say, "You know what, I'm going to stop hating," even though he did say that he hates his political opponents. He said it on the revival. He said that he hates his opponents. That's why he's going after Adam Schiff. He's going after Letitia James. He's going after all these people simply because, yes, he was, and I know a lot of people are going to say this, he has been impeached twice. He has been indicted 5 times. But after all that has said and done, he has won all those cases. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to say, okay, you know what? I've been impeached twice. I've been indicted 5 times, so that's why I'm going after all these people. And it's a ridiculous notion. It's ridiculous. We should be united as Americans, and yet we're not. We're still divided. And if you would honor Charlie Kirk in that possibility, he always wanted unity. He always wanted to talk to liberals, Democrats, independents, whomever, and have a peaceful debate. But yet Donald Trump does not want to do that. And that's appalling in my opinion. Jimmy Kimmel should have not been off the air. And that's why a lot of people are protesting ABC. They're canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions. They include Hulu. Comedians should say whatever they want. I don't care if you're broadcast TV like ABC, NBC, CBS. But yet he's promoting Greg Gutfeld. Who the hell is Greg Gutfeld? Who is this guy, Greg Gutfeld? Well, guess what? This guy is on Fox News. He's on the 5. He has his own late night TV show on Fox News. Fox News, the most majority conservative network alive today. And yet, Trump's promoting him all the time. He's great. He's awesome. Go. This is what we need a late night. It's ridiculous. He's on a late night cable news show, and yet he's also talking about politics. It's ridiculous. And so I just feel like our freedoms are taken away. And it shouldn't be. And the only way to express yourself freely and have a voice is on YouTube or social media platforms, X, TikTok, True Social, whatever, whatnot. But yet, on broadcast TV, if you say something bad about Trump, FCC goes after you. And like I said, Trump is basically telling Brendan Carr, I want you to find something. I want you to fire Jimmy Kimmel. I want you to fire Stephen Colbert. I want you to fire Fallon. I want you to fire Seth Meyers. It's ridiculous. What we as a country should stand up and fight for our rights. And that's why I think it's disheartening how, yeah, Trump has done good. He's done some good. He has. And there's a lot bad he's done. And we need to be united as Americans. I don't care if we're Republican, Democrat, or Independent. We should be united as Americans and say no mas, no more. No more of this kidnapping of illegal immigrants off the streets or Home Depot parking lots. No, none of this chaos. Because that's all Trump wants is chaos. And it just needs to stop. It really does need to stop. I just hate talking about politics. I hate it. I'd rather talk about baseball. I'd rather talk about my favorite team, the Dodgers. But yeah, not about 50% of the time I'm talking about politics, about Trump. And I hate it. I really hate it. And I just wish we can go back to the normalcy of this country to where Republicans and Democrats can come together as Americans. Yes, we can disagree, and we've been disagreeing since, 250 years? Since 1776, when the 13 colonies came into protested the British and say no mas, we're not doing this no more. We're going to become an independent country. Where's that at? Where's the unity that Trump has promised? It's not. Gas prices are still high. Cost of living is still high. Groceries are still high. Like, think about it. When Biden was in office, a 2-pound of meat, regular meat, ground cut, would cost $2 to some cents. Guess how much it costs now? $13.04. And that's a 2-pound of meat. It's ridiculous. Gas prices are skyrocketing. Right now, here in Arizona, it's like $3.87 per gallon. But yeah, he's saying we're lowering. Cost of living is lowering. The gas prices are lowering, and the groceries are lowering. Uh-uh. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the lowering of the prices. It's so high. I just feel what we need to do as a country is stop the hate. Congratulate. The president has promised a lot of good, and yet he has not delivered on some of his promises. And that's my honest opinion. He needs to lower the cost of living. He needs to lower cost of groceries. He needs to lower cost of um of gas. But yet he did lower the cost of eggs. Okay, but everything else is high. It's just ridiculous, in my opinion. I just wish that we can come together as Americans like we were before. And yes, we can disagree on a lot of issues, but don't have violence. Political violence. What happened with Charlie Kirk? Happen again. That's why a lot of administrations or a lot of representatives are taking care, are trying to ask for higher security. This chaos needs to stop. And the only person who actually can do it is the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And he's not doing it. He just said it yesterday. He hates his political opponents. He hates Democrats. In his mind, the Democrats are evil. And in his mind, every single governor of every single state will be a Republican and a Trump supporter. But see, we have a thing called democracy, to where we vote for our representatives, our governors, as well as our presidents. And yet, what's going on in Texas and Missouri and in California, to where, guess what? We're going to redistrict the congressional map in favor of the Republicans, because they know they're going to lose, especially with this big beautiful bill, or whatever he wants to rename it as. He knows he's going to lose. He knows he's going to lose a lot of Republicans, simply because every single American didn't want this to happen. The majority of Americans did not want this bill to pass, and it did, because some shady, um, this shady deal that the White House has done to all Republicans, to include the representative of Alaska. Some shady deals. Oh, I'm going to do executive orders to make sure Medicaid and Medicare are protecting your state. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I've not seen a executive order or anything else come out of that. Broken promises. Is that's what the administration is about. Broken promises. I know for a fact that Republicans are going to lose their seats in the Senate as well as the House, because they don't like this. And yet Republicans go and they say, well, it's for the illegal immigrants. We're cutting all Medicaid and Medicare for illegal immigrants. They're doing some shady deal behind the scenes to get them Medicaid and Medicare, which I think is debunked, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. And yet, like I said, they're going to lose the House and Senate because this big, beautiful bill. The hate needs to stop. And like I said, I'm going to say this again. The first stop for that is the President of the United States. The President of the United States should be saying, you know what, no more hate. We're going to congratulate. We're going to make sure America's great is great again. And the MAGA, whatever we call it is, the MAGA movement, and get every single American, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent, to be united as one. And right now, it's not. Like I said, he said it yesterday. He hates his political opponents. That's why he's going after Adam Schiff. That's why he's going after Letitia James. Because he simply hates them. Instead of just saying, you know what? You're a senator. You're a United States senator. You're a Democrat. Congratulations. Instead of, now I'm hearing about how he's trying to go after, he's actually asking his Attorney General, Pam Bondi. He put on Truth Social the fact of the matter is that he wants his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to ramp up and get these people justice. Because he says simply, he's been impeached twice, he's been indicted 5 times. He wants his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to go after these people, these hard working Americans. For what? One who was who wanted to who was doing his job and doing the January 6th investigation, and the other one for prosecuting him in New York for fraud, which he was found guilty. He was found guilty. Well, I think it was 37 counts of felony he was convicted of. And yet he's the President of the United States right now. And yet Jimmy Kimmel is off the show. Jimmy Kimmel has been suspended indefinitely by Disney. Like I said, it's not Bob Iger's fault. He was pressured. It's sort of the FCC chairman. What's his flipping name? I forgot. Brendan Carr. Thank you, Brendan Carr. But it's 110% Donald J. Trump's fault because he wants to go after these people. We should have listened. We should have listened to Kamala Harris when she basically said that he was going to go after his opponents. And he's doing that now. I just wish we can come back as a country and stop the hate. That's what would honor Charlie Kirk right now. If we stop the hate and we have people come together as one. Just like what Erica Kirk said yesterday. She simply said in an emotional speech, I forgive you. And she's talking about her, the alleged shooter, the killer of Charlie Kirk. I forgive you. But yet Donald Trump disagrees with that. He doesn't love him. He doesn't love us. He wants to go after people. And to me, it's very scary. For someone to go off and, a president of the United States, simply go off and say, I hate you. We need to rise above the hate. We need to stop the hate. And like I said, I'm going to say this again. the first person who actually can do that is the President of the United States, who's in the White House right now. I just wish that we can come together as Americans. Does that take a midterm election or another presidential election to do it? Maybe. I don't know. I just wish that we could come together as Americans, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, to come together as one and say, you know what, no more. Thank you for tuning into the Full Throttle YouTube. Go Dodgers. Hope we go in the playoffs. Hope we go to the World Series. I know for a fact that the Dodgers are going to repeat. They're going to repeat. They're going to repeat. And I've seen a lot of other phenomenal teams like the Yankees and the Cubs, excuse me. But you know what? Hump for October is coming up, and I'm very happy for it. Thanks for tuning in to Full Throttle YouTube. We got more content coming on. I know I'm still editing the video for Fear Farm. That's gonna come up pretty soon. So watch out for that. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. Rise above hate. Stop the hate. Bye, everyone.